Good evening. Welcome back, Sir Nicholas. Others are coming back on fourth, and you just came back yesterday. You really enjoyed your village. Anyway, welcome back. Sir Nicholas is our head of media. In case you want to get some of our messages, you can walk up to him or walk up to anyone in the media department. You can meet Sister Sarah and a whole lot of them that are very beautiful. Like, they are always shining. I don't know their secrets, but they're always beautiful people around. And I appreciate all of you for being here today. We are all beautiful. Don't mind the media department. They are trying to frustrate us with their beauty. But it's wonderful seeing your faces again. Today I will be discussing about time, a rare commodity. Now first, let me just quickly dive into this topic. What is time? The indefinite continued progress of existence and events in the past, present, and future regarded as a whole. Now, how a man uses his time on earth matters a lot. Nothing is free, even time. If you don't maximize your time on earth, you will end up losing a lot in life. You don't have all time or all day to make mistakes. If you think you have all the time in the world, probably, to make mistakes and chase after things that are not profitable and things that will not advance you in the future, now and later, that means you're not growing. You are endangering yourself. You're endangering your career. You're endangering your academics. Time is a rare commodity. Teach us how to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. I happen to pick out that context from Psalms 90:12. Teach us to number our days. You know, the Bible is a beautiful book to understand time. If you really want to know more about time, you can read the book of Proverbs, read the book of Ecclesiastes. These books will teach you about time, how to master your time, how to know that time is not something that you can waste, but something that you can utilize, a rare commodity. Now, how are you living? Progress and regress is in your hands. You can either progress in time or regress in time. But whatsoever you do, time is involved. It's indefinite. So whatever you do and you don't take cautious of your time, then you're about to fail. A lot of us desire speed, but we have not built the capacity to stand the wind. You see, we want speed. We want to achieve success within a quick time or a fast time. We want to be famous. We want to be known around the world. We want wealth. We want the good things of life, but we failed to immortalize ourselves in time. We failed to take the straight path. We are all looking for the shortcuts to achieve things, and these things are limiting our abilities. You see, a youth, instead of paying more focus on your academics, like there's something that I don't like. If you're in this commission and you make that statement, I will be pained and bittered with you. They say school is a scam. Who told you that school is a scam? Who told you that education is a scam? Because some people are going the other way around, making money by defrauding people, and probably they didn't go to school, and you probably you that have your degree, you're not working, and you envy such people. Shame on you. See, anyone that makes his wealth illegally, defrauding people, swindling people of their hard-earned money, is not strong, it's not wise. You shouldn't envy such people, even though it's a granite seller. Listen, some people will be laughing right now, and I don't blame your sheer ignorance. No matter how you try to justify poverty, no matter how you try to justify wealth, if you cheat people of their hard-earned money, you are a weak man, you are a weak woman, you are a weak boy, you are a weak girl. You don't defraud people of their money. You don't do that. They suffered for it. They worked for every penny. They worked for everything. You don't have to swindle people of their money, hard-earned money. And there's a language they say is Yahoo or what? What nonsense. And you find out that these people in time, they will understand that they have failed. Do you want to fail like them? No, it might all be rosy right now. They might be enjoying the best things of life, buying the best cars. But watch me, mark my words today. Under the sun, mark my words today, that they will regret their actions in no time. And when their actions, when whatever they do no longer works for them, that is how I see people mutated. I see people cutting into pieces. I see ritualists happening. These are the people that whatever they started by little wasn't working again. They have to look for a way out, and in this way out, they have to now engage in ritual killings. But what happens when ritual killing fails now? You kill your fellow human to make what dirty money is that? How would you be comfortable even eating such smelling money? And you think in time you will not reap your karma. And if you're a parent here, your son is using probably this iPhone Pro Max, and you know you didn't buy it for him, and you know probably your son isn't working, and you're clapping for him, shame on you. You will soon be the one to go and feed him in the prison. See, we should be detailed. If your son is not doing anything, try to get the information about your child, about your world. You don't just have to assume that probably, they use the words, mama is hustle. Like I know if a boy, the mother knows that this guy is engaging in a fraudulent activity, and yet they don't question him. It's wrong. It's better you question him. He leaves. And then you will not have yourself to blame. You've played your part. But in time, when he suffers, who will be there for him? Spare the rod and spoil the child. Oh, that is what I love for African people. A boy of 15 years old cannot tell his mother, get out. The modern world, the Western world might see it as an abuse, but they will whip the hell out of that child. Torah says it's not an abuse. I don't encourage violence. I don't encourage abuse. I stand against it. In short, that is what Up Initiative is all about also. It's a branch of the Glass Congress that is against abuse. I don't encourage it. We frown at it. But there's nothing wrong with a little spiking to correct the mentality of your child. If you praise them, you laugh with them. From a little get out. Shut up, mom. What is it? I'm gonna leave your house. From there, it will start entering into drugs. Before you know, you have a junkie as a son. You have a drug addict. But from that, shut up, mom, you say, shut up. If you don't, I will spank you. You find out that the child at that point knows that whatever he or she is doing is quite wrong, and then she or he will now try to amend her ways. But when you love over it and say, wow, it's freedom of speech per se, or freedom of expression, don't worry, soon, in time, you will disown him or her, or if not, you will notice that the law enforcement agency will gun them down. If not, you will notice that you will start visiting them in prison. In time. Let's stop this trying to get it all in a short time. See, there's nothing greater than patience though. When you're patient, being diligent, you are creative, the result might not be coming as it should, but little by little you become a wonder. As time goes on, you find out that wisdom, experience comes with time. These are not the things we are born with. Nobody was born or nobody was born with wisdom. Even Solomon asked for it. And you get mastery working in time, in patience. That is why they say patience is a virtue. It is indeed. Maximize your little beginning. See, we all might not start up in one foot. Like, before you begin a race, there must be a step. The speed doesn't just come. It comes as you progress. So if you're thinking of probably starting up a business and you just want to have a swine kind of result, no, I guarantee you will be disappointed. You need to be strategic about all the things I'm teaching you right now, so that in time, a rare commodity, you would know the value of what you've done. Never allow, please, my beautiful youths, never allow any peer pressure influence on you. Because in time, you will really know, or they will know what they've done to themselves. Now, let me bring it down a little bit. But before I go deeper, never allow anyone force into premature manifestation. It's deadly. Now I'll have to read a little statistics, and it comes from the let's say the Mars family. Yeah, the estimated network is 120 billion. The Mars family, and this is a family that started. Their network is about 24.7 billion, and they are tied to number 29, I think, of the most influential, richest family on Forbes annual list of billionaires. Their company is now being run by some of their children, the fourth generation of the Mars family. Now, what am I from this statistic? Okay, let me still pick out another one. I think I have it again. Okay, like the Johnson's family, they have the Fidelity Investment. The net worth is 46.3 billion. They are ranked 124 on Forbes list of billionaires. And Abigail Johnson is their, I think, the granddaughter now runs the fame. Now imagine granddaughter, the children, and they are now running the fames. Now whatsoever you're doing should be futuristic. Whatsoever ideas in your head it must outlive you, not should leave you. It must outlive you. Anything that you're not doing now, that probably you don't have the interest of your generations, or you're saying they will work for themselves, is quite wrong. You should work for your children in the future. Whatsoever success you want to achieve, whatsoever aim, whatsoever vision, dreams, you should also include them in your agenda. Do not be selfish. And like I said, be strategic, be calculative. Work yourself out in time. If it's an investment, start small, but don't remain small. It is an error to remain small. It is a mismatch to remain small. It is not okay to remain small, but it's okay to start small. But grow your business into an empire where your great-grandchildren, even the fourth, sixth generation, we have to keep the legacy. Like there's some businesses that have lasted over 20 years, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 years, and they're still functional. Why? Because the gene is passed down to the children in time, and the children understand that this is a legacy that we must protect. Even though the business is falling, they want to protect that legacy by every means possible. Like the Myers and Johnson's family, the Waltons family. Your wealth must transcend you. Your wealth must go before you. Your wealth must go afar off. If you're making money for yourself alone, it's an error. This doesn't endorse laziness. It's not all your children that will be interested in your investment, but keep something for your child. It's an error if you don't keep anything for your child in time. You must do that. This is the wisdom in living. This is the joy of parenthood. Now, what are you creating? Whether you're in your morning phase, in your afternoon phase, or in your night phase, whatever phase of life you are, there's no time that is too short or too small for you to start creating or stop creating something. Creativity goes beyond whatever you've seen, you think. You need to start creating something. You need to start. Okay, let me give you an advice. I met a lady where I went. I was hungry. I was very famished. I was hungry. So I decided to go take a walk, probably go to an eatery, but I couldn't see an eatery where I went to minister there like that. So I had to enter a kiosk like that. I have to enter a kiosk, and when I went in the kiosk, I saw a lady. Then I saw there's something, egg roll. Yes, I saw an egg roll, and I said, "Lady, give me an egg roll and give me water." When I tasted that egg roll, I was amazed, my brothers and sisters. It was out of this rain. I literally enjoyed it. It was yummy. Then I asked her, "How long have you been doing this?" She said, "It's quite a while, like a year or two." And I was amazed. You know why? First, I applaud her for sustaining such business for quite long, but I don't applaud her for remaining small. Now, she shouldn't have remained small if she employed creativity. The world is going digital. There are beautiful apps you can sell on. There are beautiful apps you can teach on. You can be a freelancer. Now, if that lady have those ideas, probably she would have been running a catering school online. She would have enrolled her business in some online platform that would give her free marketing. And probably she would have sustained wealth enough to have her own marketing strategy too. Probably build a site for herself. Build an online store for herself. Then she will not start delivering for people in occasions, because she's selling one of these big eateries I do go to, their egg roll is not compared with what I ate the other day, and it's quite cheap and very affordable. Now imagine if that woman, the lady, was quite versed in her thinking, quite wide in her thinking. She would have achieved more than what she's doing right now. And I don't want us to remain small. From an akara seller, I want you to be an akara distributor. From an akara distributor, I want you to own the farm that will produce the beans, the maize. I want you to think beyond it. Expand your horizon. It's time to grow. Invest your loins, invest yourself into becoming so wealthy. And mind you, I'm not only emphasizing material wealth. The gift of sanity is wealth too. The gift of creativity is wealth too. The gift of sound mind is wealth. So I want you to be wealthy in your mind, in your pockets. You need you to be wealthy. Don't depend on your salary alone. You'll be frustrated. Okay, even right now, many governors are not even paying the minimum wage. Even the minimum wage itself is not even enough to even buy a bag of rice. And a bag of rice in a family of 6, you cannot eat it up to 2 weeks. So you should think beyond minimum wage now. We must help this country, lift this country out of recession, out of poverty, out of poverty. We need to be creative, super creative people. We need to do this. And this year is the year to get it right. We must get it right. Now, time is infinite, so is your mind. If you don't utilize time, you have damaged your mind. Teach us how to number our days. Now, for you to do this, you must understand first that time waits for no creation, but creation waits on time. Time is ever flowing. It's not the respecter of man. If you are not growing, then you are at your own doom. Understand that time will not wait for you. Anything you don't do now will still haunt you. So have that at the back of your mind and work towards it. And change your mindset too. You must change your mindset this year. You mustn't think like a chicken. You must start growing yourself to an eagle. You must start building up, gather books, gather materials, hand out, research, expand your mind, expand your horizon, expand yourself. Now, 3, find out where your time goes. If your time is not productive, start making it productive. Market your time. Time is a rare commodity. Market it now. Be creative. Plan ahead. Prioritize and maximize your day and night time. Logic will take you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Albert Einstein. So you need to plan your time. You need to calculate. You need to know what you want. You need to know where you are going. You need to find out where your time is going. You need to prioritize, maximize your abilities. 5. Eliminate no extensions and not productive, and set goals and deadlines. You need to do this year. Set goals. To control your time, this means you have to plan out your day, week, and month. You need to do that. Planning. Plan out your time. Plan out your day. Strategize properly. If you must grow, you must learn to manage time. You must learn to manage your time. Do not be given to drunkenness. That's a waste of time. Think outside the box. Don't let your salary be your limitation. There are businesses one can do to be wealthy. There are little stuff one can do to be wealthy. Being broke is not a funny thing. So you must start thinking outside the box. I know of a boy who does this popcorn. From popcorn, he became creative. He went to the village and he pleaded to the king to give him a farmland, which the king did. He went and planted corns. And from there, he observed that he no longer buys things outside. Everything he needs for his production is always within. And it saved him a whole lot of money. The land he was farming on, he later bought it. And now he has established a sugar cane factory. And imagine, watch that boy in the next 10 years. And you that probably you are working out your sweat, listen, now it's not the time to work hard, it's time to work smart. It's not the time to work hard, it's time to work smart. You must work smart this year. I don't want to see laziness. See, laziness is not only when you're not doing anything. No. When you're always putting your energy in the wrong thing, you're lazy. We must be strategic this year. We must maximize time. We must know what we want for ourselves. I think I will end with this quote. A man that does not understand time can never understand wealth. I say again, a man that does not understand time can never understand wealth, or cannot understand how to be wealthy. Have a good evening. See you next week Sunday.